Hey, good afternoon, guys. We're back in the shop here for just a little bit this afternoon. Wanted to kind of go through and do a pre-video here for 2517 or 2547. I may have typed it in wrong. If so, I'll go back and change it. But anyhow, I wanted to get to this, do the pre-video on it. Wanted to see what all we're going to get into on this one. All right, let me pull up my slugs here. Couple of slugs in here real quick, so kind of see what we got. All right, so hello, Dallas. Yeah, usually you guys aren't seeing me on here at this time in the afternoon, unless it's on the weekend. So, like I said, just wanted to do a quick little video on this, see what we had. Plug this in, let it warm up just a little bit, and finish getting myself ready for work. So, left it on the channel that it originally started at, where I got it, which I know the gentleman is a big sideband person. So I left all the anemones still in the box as far as the original cord and microphone. So we're just going to use our normal that we have here that we test with. Good afternoon, Warren. So, yep, we're going to pop in here. Like I said, wanted to see what all was going on. One of the things that the gentleman was complaining about, which that's one of the things it's in here for, is an alignment and a clarifier mod, which will also allow him to track a little bit. So, it is off a little bit here. Sideband is really atrocious here. Go over here. Let's see. So sideband, going from AM to sideband, definitely off. Pepper, at least it matches the AM for the most part. The lower's quite a bit off. So I went ahead and I also removed the screws from the top. I haven't keyed this thing or what have you. So like I said, we just wanted to kind of go through here, see what we had. But this is going to be coming up this weekend. And let's get this off to the side here. Well, buddy, I hope everything turns out good for you there, Dallas. Like I said, I know that's not it's not anything fun to go through, especially on your back. That's a very important component to being able to walk and move and do all that fun stuff. So, all right. So one of the things that I'm seeing is I've never seen. I'm not sure what the deal is here. I've got a foam pad put in here, so I don't know what the whole ordeal is there with that. I'm not seeing any modifications as far as on the top of the board. Still has all of our factory capacitors as far as for power. It is one of the newer versions because it does have the switch mode power supply. Already has the Scotty diode upgrade from the factory, so that's a plus. And I don't see any numbers on the transistors, but I'm sure that these are the IRF 520s, which is standard for this model. All right, so let's see what we're going to get on some numbers here. I'm going to turn the radio down here. channel 16. That way we're away from any locals or anything. Let's see what we've got here. All right, power is all the way up at the moment. So let's see what we got here. Dim those lights a little bit here. All right. So 25 watt scale on our RMS meter. And it looks like about eight bird. Hello, audio. Audio. And we're swinging backwards a little bit, so that needs to be remedied. On the peak side of things, we've got a 50 watt slug in there. Hello, audio. And about 28. So definitely needs to be tuned up for the power for sure. Let's turn the carrier all the way down. Okay, and all the way down, we've got about looks like 2.5 watt dead key. Hello, audio. Audio. So I think the only thing this thing has had is the modulation turned up, is what it's looking. So, okay. So definitely need to get in here. Like I said, we've got an alignment we've got to definitely go through. Check the heat here. Not bad. Still not bad there. All right, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to add a small little heat sink to the back plate of this in between the two finals to help wick a little more heat away, especially since he's going to be using this primarily for sideband use. So we're going to do that. We'll go ahead and come up off of our side here by our regulators and our audio chip. I'll go ahead and install another one there as well, again to help wick away some more of the heat. So we definitely need to do an alignment. The other thing too that we talked about, which we're going to definitely do some power mods to this, and let's unhook this for a moment. I'll have to see because it's been a very, very long time since I've done one of these this way. All right, so just wished I knew why they put that foam in there, because that's just not factory. All right, so we do have our little board there for the channel 919 and whatever the other switches were. What's that? Yeah, your squelch and volume. All right, so don't know that it will allow me the necessary room to put a band select switch in there, because I know we talked about channels. So I think our best option, and I'll have to find out from the customer if he leaves this up just a little bit. Well, hello, Pete. Maybe a couple of small flip switches down here. That may prove to be the better route to go as far as for the hardwire on the channels. These are really nice because they're stable whenever you put the whenever you do the flip switch conversion, and it's off of the PLL switch. The alignment actually, it doesn't mess with the alignment, and you have a lot more stability as far as on your upper and lower channels. So, granted, these radios only have so much bandwidth in which they will keep everything in line, and part of that has to do with as far as your SWR too, as far as how wide your antenna's banded, as far as plus or minus your 40. So that's another option as well. But yeah, like I said, wanted to do this real quick. Like I said, just to go ahead, be able to show the customer what we've got going on with it, and that way I can have a brief discussion with him before we actually go ahead and do any work to this. So, that was one of the whole big things that we wanted to get into. But yeah, for the most part, she's all stock other than just the audio that's been turned up a little bit. So, we'll get into the alignment and check everything out. I know he said something about potentially an amplifier at a later date. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and turn this back on here real quick. There's one more thing I want to check, which is the output on sideband. Well, 312. Yeah, so far. Of course, I haven't left yet. That's coming up here in about another 5 minutes. And so, all right. Let's plug the microphone back in here. And let's see what this thing's doing on the sideband. All right, so sideband. And let's see. RF power's turned all the way down. Hello, audio. Very anemic all the way down. Let's turn it wide open. Audio. Hello. So the sideband's good. Sideband's not bad at all. Let's turn it about 50% here. Hello, audio. So they've just turned it wide open. Audio. It's almost completely wide open, so very little adjustment as far as with the RF power. So we're going to see if we can get that just a little bit better as well. All righty, guys. Like I said, love to stay in here a little longer if I could. This thing's drifted a little bit more too as far as on sideband from where it was. Receive, transmit. That's with the clarifier at 12. Yeah. So, and that's about 10:30-ish. Yeah. So receive and transmit's not put together, which that's the other thing too. Is like, so we're going to do a modification for the clarifier as well, so that's locked, since he's going to be using this for sideband primarily. So, all right, guys, an easy fix. Just takes time. All right. So we know what we got going on. Let's see here. You heard me on channel 28 yesterday. Well, cool. Let's see, yesterday. No. Well, I had my radio on. I don't remember if I talked on it yesterday or not. I did have it on. I haven't turned it on today as far as that goes. Well, I hope so too, 312. Hopefully everything turns out good. All right, guys, I appreciate it. Like I said, just wanted to get in here real quick, like I said, and do a pre-video on this so I know what's going on, and so I can speak with the customer as far as with maybe some other alterations and modifications and stuff like that. So, all right, guys, we'll get off here and head in and get our date started. So, everybody take care. God bless. Back out for the night.